Skol Nation. Are you feeling that rumble? That thunder in your chests? That electric current buzzing through the airwaves of Minneapolis and beyond? Your Minnesota Vikings are on the cusp of something monumental, and the whispers are turning into roars. We're staring down the barrel of a season that could redefine our legacy, a campaign filled with tantalizing prospects, gut-wrenching decisions, and the kind of heart-stopping drama that only our beloved purple and gold can deliver. We've got a young field general, a highly touted leader champing at the bit to finally unleash his cannon after a cruel twist of fate delayed his arrival on the grand stage. The weight of an entire kingdom on his shoulders, the echoes of past glories and recent triumphs setting a formidable bar. Is he the chosen one we've prayed for, the one to silence the cacophony of doubters? The urgency is palpable, a simmering cauldron of hope and a healthy dose of Viking-sized fear. But hold on, because the plot thickens like a classic Minnesota winter storm. Even as we prepare to rally behind our new offensive maestro, news has hit the wire that a steadfast guardian of the pocket, a true warrior who bled purple for us in every single battle last season, has seen his watch come to an end. A vital cog in our offensive machine, a man whose grit and experience were invaluable, is moving on, leaving a void that sends shivers of concern down our collective spines. How will this impact the protection of our new signal caller? The questions loom large, Skol Nation, creating that familiar knot of anxiety mixed with unwavering hope that our front office has a master plan. And just when you think your heart can't take anymore, the rumor mill has exploded with speculation so massive, so audacious, it could alter the very fabric of our defense and catapult us into legitimate Super Bowl contention. We're talking about a defensive demigod, an all-pro force of nature whose name alone strikes fear into the hearts of opposing offenses. Could this legendary figure truly be on the verge of donning the sacred horns and joining our relentless quest for that elusive Lombardi trophy? The curiosity is electrifying. The hope is a raging inferno. This isn't just news. It's a saga unfolding before our very eyes, a testament to the roller coaster of emotions that is Vikings football. Skol Nation, are you buckled in for this wild ride? Smash that like button if you bleed purple and gold, and comment below with your gut feeling. What's the one move you're praying for this offseason? And for the love of all things Viking, make sure you're subscribed, because you won't want to miss a single beat of this unfolding drama. But first, let's turn our gaze to the young man stepping into the brightest, fiercest spotlight imaginable, the one whose development is paramount to our Nordic dreams. Is he genuinely equipped to conquer the NFL Goliaths and lead us to the promised land after so much anticipation? The warrior stepping into that colossal spotlight, the new field general tasked with leading our Minnesota Vikings into this new era, is none other than the incredibly talented J.J. McCarthy. Skol Nation, get on your feet. This is the moment we've been waiting for, the unveiling of a quarterback who carried the weight of a colossal college program on his young shoulders and emerged a champion. Now, after a frustrating, agonizing delay, that torn meniscus he suffered last August robbing him of what should have been his rookie campaign in 2024, he's finally ready to make his NFL debut in Week 1 against those Chicago Bears on Monday Night Football. The suspense that has been building since he was drafted number 10 overall in the 2024 draft is reaching a fever pitch. Think about it. He watched from the sidelines as Sam Darnold valiantly led our Vikings to an incredible 14-3 record last season before heading off to Seattle. Those are gigantic shoes to fill, a monumental standard set. The pressure, it's enough to crush granite, but everything we're hearing suggests McCarthy is built differently. The immediate impact he's having, even before taking a regular season snap, is the stuff of legends. This isn't just about arm talent, Skol Nation. It's about that unquantifiable magnetic aura of leadership. In a recent interview that should send chills down your spine, Vikings co-owner and president Mark Wilf couldn't stop gushing to KFan Radio. He said, and I quote, "He has a gravitational pull as a leader. He really does." Wilf continued, "The talent is there. Coach O'Connell is glowing in his praises of how he's handled everything. And from an off-the-field perspective, we couldn't be happier. So all things are pointing the right direction, and we're going to be supporting JJ to have him be the success we want him to be." This is it, fans. This is the kind of endorsement that fuels championship dreams. Many so-called experts and rival fan bases are already questioning his ability to translate that collegiate success to the brutal theater of the NFL. They point to Michigan's run-heavy offense with Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards and dare to question his arm strength. Let them talk. J.J. McCarthy has a documented history of taking those doubts, balling them up, and launching them into the stratosphere. Remember when they questioned him before that Ohio State game in Columbus? He shut them all up with 263 yards and 3 touchdowns. He's got the weapons here too. Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Jalen Naylor, and T.J. Hawkinson, forming a receiving core that would make any quarterback drool. Time will tell, as it always does, but the heart of Skol Nation beats with fervent belief in this young man. He's not just a quarterback. He's a beacon of hope, a symbol of our future. But even the most gifted quarterback, the most inspiring leader, needs an impenetrable fortress in front of him. What happens then when a trusted, battle-tested veteran of that very fortress unexpectedly announces his departure, leaving a critical position in flux just as our new QB1 prepares to take his first NFL snap? The shockwaves are real, people. All right, Skol Nation, brace yourselves, because this one stings a bit. No doubt about it. The seasoned shield bearer we're talking about, the offensive tackle whose departure sent a ripple of concern through our ranks, is the incredibly resilient David Quessenberry. This man is the epitome of a warrior, a true inspiration. A former 6th-round pick of the Texans way back in 2013, his journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. He faced down lymphoma in 2014, a battle that would have broken lesser men, and fought his way back to the league. He spent time on practice squads, bounced between active rosters with the Titans, Bills, and then, thankfully, with our Minnesota Vikings. And let's be clear, Quessenberry wasn't just a depth piece for us. In 2024, he was a staple. He appeared in all 17 games for the Vikings last season, a testament to his durability and reliability. He re-signed with us for that 2024 campaign on a 1-year deal, and by all accounts, gave his absolute all for the purple and gold. That's why the news on May 29, 2025, that the Los Angeles Rams had signed him to a 1-year deal hit like an unexpected blindside blitz. Suddenly, a veteran presence, a guy who knew the system and brought that invaluable experience to the offensive line room, is gone. This isn't about anger towards Quessenberry. The man has earned every opportunity and every dollar in this league, and we salute his incredible journey and his contributions to our team. But the timing, with J.J. McCarthy stepping up, undeniably raises questions and a degree of fear. Who fills that void? How does this impact the cohesion of our offensive line, the very unit tasked with protecting our most prized asset? It's a stark reminder of the brutal business side of the NFL. While we have immense faith in our coaching staff and front office to adapt and overcome, losing a player who started every game last season naturally creates a degree of uncertainty. This departure, while understandable from a player's perspective, undoubtedly adds another layer of challenge as we gear up for a season with such high hopes. It's a blow, yes, but Skol Nation has weathered storms before. We look for the silver lining, the next man up, the strategic countermove. But what if? What if the football gods, in their infinite and often mysterious wisdom, were orchestrating a move on the other side of the ball so colossal, so seismic, that it would not only counterbalance this loss but send our championship aspirations into an entirely different stratosphere? Hold on to your horned helmets, because the next rumor is a game changer. Skol Nation, are you sitting down? Because the ground beneath us is rumbling with the biggest, most electrifying rumor we've heard in ages. This is the kind of earth-shattering, franchise-altering buzz that legends are made of. The whispers have become a deafening roar, echoing from the U.S. Bank Stadium rafters to every corner of Vikings territory. The name that is sending shockwaves through the NFL, the all-pro, shutdown cornerback, the defensive titan who could single-handedly transform our beloved Vikings into an unadulterated defensive juggernaut, is the one and only Jalen Ramsey. Oh my Odin, can you even imagine it? The speculation isn't just fanboy fantasy, Skol Nation. It's gaining serious traction. We're talking about a move that has insiders buzzing, a potential trade that would see Ramsey donning the iconic purple and gold. At the heart of this electrifying possibility is the undeniable, almost perfect fit within our defensive scheme, masterminded by the brilliant Brian Flores. The thought of Ramsey's unparalleled skill set, His lockdown coverage, his ball-hawking instincts, his sheer intimidating presence, unleashed within Flora's aggressive attacking defense, is enough to give opposing quarterbacks nightmares for weeks. This isn't just adding a player, it's acquiring a weapon of mass disruption. Adding fuel to this raging fire are the insights from reputable sources close to the Vikings. The connection between Ramsey and our very own head coach, Kevin O'Connell, forged during their successful tenure together with the Rams, is a significant factor. That shared history, that mutual respect, could be the key to unlocking this blockbuster deal. Yes, the financial hurdles are significant. Ramsey's contract and the salary cap implications are a complex puzzle that Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah and the front office would need to solve with masterful precision. But the potential payoff, addressing our cornerback needs with arguably the best in the business, elevating our entire defense to elite status, that, Skull Nation, is a puzzle worth every ounce of effort to solve. The current cornerback room has talent, yes, but adding Ramsey would be like injecting pure adrenaline into its heart, providing not just an all-pro performer, but an invaluable mentor to our younger defensive backs. This is more than just a trade rumor. It's a bold declaration of our championship ambitions. With J.J. McCarthy ready to take the reins, the sting of losing a veteran like Quessenberry could be massively offset by a move of this magnitude. Imagine a defense with Jalen Ramsey locking down one side of the field. Scale Nation, this is the stuff dreams are made of. Can our Vikings pull off this masterstroke and bring the legendary Jalen Ramsey to Minnesota? Light up the comments section, yes or no. Smash that like button, share this electrifying news with every Vikings diehard you know, and hit subscribe because if this happens, you'll want to be the first to know. This potential move, combined with the faith in our young quarterback and the resilience to overcome roster changes, encapsulates the thrilling, nerve-wracking, but ultimately hopeful journey of being a Minnesota Vikings fan. With the winds of change howling, a new leader under center, and the audacious dream of a defensive legend joining our ranks, could this, Skull Nation, could this finally be the year we conquer all and bring the Lombardi Trophy home?